Pro boxing fans, we are here in Riyadh the day after the big fight between Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. With me, John Iceman Scully. Your man, unfortunately, Artur Beterbiev, coming up short this time. First time around, he was undisputed. Second time around, unfortunately, he came up short. Iceman, I saw you, giving out instructions to Artur in the corner, but just talk to me about the start. I want to break up the fight quickly before you go. The start, Artur came out really quick. That was a change to the first fight where he seemed to gradually get into the fight. Was that part of the game plan?
We felt like we needed to start a little quicker this time because last time we had a great finish, but a lot of people thought it wasn't enough. So we wanted to start a little quicker, and I thought, especially the first half of the fight, I thought it was working very, very well. At one point, maybe the seventh round, give or take, I thought Artur took a round off and Dmitry got back in, and I think his confidence went up at that point, and the fight kind of changed at that point for several rounds.
Yeah, from what I was reading online, a lot of people had their draw up till the 8th round, at the end of the 8th round, and they felt like Bivol stole the last 3 out of the 4 rounds, or even the last 4 rounds. Before you, what did you see a change in Dmitry Bivol? Because obviously you faced him 12 rounds before, but in this fight, did you feel like there was more intensity from Dmitry?
Yeah, I thought he was determined. He just like anybody. I mean, he wanted to win. He wanted to do what he had to do to win. I thought last time he moved way too much, and I thought that was why he lost. He didn't really show that initiative. This time he wasn't on his bicycle as much, and he was letting his hands go a little more fluidly. I thought he did a good job in that regard.
Where do you feel your man came up slightly short? Was there an improvement by Dmitry, or did you feel like there were certain things that your man did that maybe could have been done a little bit better?
I thought it was a combination of both. Like, Dmitry fought a very good fight, but like I say, the first half of the fight, I was very happy. Like, in the corner, I was very happy with how the fight was going. But things happen. Sometimes, usually Artur finishes much, much stronger. Now, this fight, he started much quicker, and it was kind of like a switch off. Unfortunately.
What advice were you and Mark giving to him in the last couple of rounds? Because I could see from when I was watching the corner, you were really like throwing some hard instructions at him. What were them instructions?
Right. It's hard to remember specifically, but I do remember that I felt like he needed to close the gap, and keep firing back, like not letting Dmitry punch and just move. We needed to get on him and have him either punching or defending himself, as opposed to just staying on the outside and catching his breath. Like I said, I thought we had a good game plan. I thought it was working for the most part. Unfortunately, we substituted a stronger start for a stronger finish. Ultimately, that's the way it played out.
I do want to ask you, were you surprised with how Dmitry carried on through the whole fight? Because he looked to either counter punch or punch with Artur. Before, when Artur was going to throw, he threw with him, and from what it seemed from the outside, it stopped Arthur's rhythm of him sort of getting the combination shots whilst he's on the inside. Is that something that you saw from Dmitry?
Right. I think that's the beauty of boxing. Like, on both, so even though we didn't get the decision, like, guys adjust. We adjust, they adjust, and they do different things. And he had a good game plan. Like I say, though, I do think in the first, up until the 7th round, if you ask me after the 6th round, how do you feel? I'd say great. Like, there was times, 4th, 5th, 6th round, I thought to myself, Dmitry doesn't want to fight. Like, he doesn't want to fight this time. So he was taking it easy, he was conserving himself. It's almost like both guys traded places from last time. They adopted the opposite game plan.
Is the fight that everybody wants still? Is that going to be the trilogy, the rubber match? Obviously, we know that's going to be the rubber match. It's 1-1 right now.
It has to be the trilogy. Has to be. I mean, like, there's no way it can't be in my eyes. I think the competition was high level, and I think this fight was a better fight than last time, in my opinion. I think it was a better, more well-contested fight, strong on both sides, and I think it's the type of situation where we have to get a clear victory. Last time I think it was a split decision. This time was a majority decision. You have to have a clear winner. So it would make sense that they do it again.
I know Bivol showed Artur respect after the ring, and they showed each other respect. But in the post-fight press conference, he spoke about how he looked up to Bivol when they were in the amateurs, because Beterbiev was the main man, and Bivol looked up to him. And that's what he said to him. Do you feel like that respect is there between both fighters?
I would have to assume. I think most fighters respect each other, whether they admit it or not. Every fighter just about that I fought, even though I didn't really like them, I had to respect them because they were good fighters. They were highly accomplished, and I mean, it would be weird if guys like Artur and Dmitry didn't respect each other. It'd be weird. Like you'd have to question why.
I do want to ask you, Dmitry spoke about there was a refusal of a handshake afterwards because Artur said, "I'll refuse to shake your hand until the third fight, until the trilogy." Is that Artur Beterbiev? Is that how he is mentally right now?
I would think, fighters have their own way of thinking, and to try to understand a fighter is hard, because everybody has their thoughts and things they do, and it makes sense to them. And to him, that's his thing, and that's we have to respect that.
As a trainer, as a coach, I'm sure you and Mark have already started writing down points on where you can improve and probably take into camp for the next fight. Is that what you guys are doing right now? Is that something in the back of your heads?
Yeah, for sure. I get always every fight, even if we win and look good, you're trying to improve on something, and we definitely, I think. This fight, we improved on things from last time. We did, and Dmitry did as well. So that's professional boxing. You're gonna have to improve every time because the other guy's gonna improve.
Cool. John, I know you're about to leave for the airport, so I quickly thought I'd get a word. Thank you so much for your time, as always. Good luck with your flight and safe journey home. And hopefully, if we do see that trilogy, we'll see you back here or anywhere else. Thank you very much.
I assume it'll be here. Okay. So I look forward to seeing you again.
Nice, man. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much.